everyone. Happy New Year to all of you. I was discussing with Anna in December during that period. We wanted to have a Spotlight series episode. That series was to share what will be the outlook of 2022. Then who knows, in 15 December 2021, the cooling measure came in and throw us a spanner. And there we are in 2022, my first topic of the year, episode 8. I'm talking about the 5 major transformations in Singapore that you should know. With these 5 major transformations, some of us already know, then you take it as a refresher. Those who are not aware or might have already or have missed it, this will be a good time for you to get them all in your head, because be it whatever cooling measures, okay, as long as you are into the growth zone of Singapore's transformation, okay, you are rest assured that your property investment will not go down the drain. You will follow the transformation and appreciate in the long run. Without further ado, let me present to you the 5 major transformations. A bit of my background, okay, I'm the co-founder of PropertyNet.SG. Okay, we have been around since 2013, sharing unbiased property blogs, property reviews, and has been featured by Money Talk Channel 8, Property Guru, and the newspaper. I'm also currently running a team in a Dynamic Force Group. Okay, we are basically real estate agency. Disclaimer over here, whatever information that I'll be sharing later on are all on public information, whereby I can find it on URA, okay, BCA, Straits Times, Business Times. Okay, it's all public available. Okay, not made up by myself. For those who are new to us, PropertyNet, we do have YouTube channel already there, and we do have an active Facebook page as well. Those who are new, maybe you can check us out later after this seminar. Let me bring you to this topic on these 5 major transformations. As we all know, transformation in Singapore, we are all being guided by land use planning, whereby we will follow these big plans called the concept planning, okay, which is a long-term 40-50 years plan, followed by we zoom into master plan, which will be updated every 5 years. The last round was 2019. Okay, 2019. Shortly after 2019, when they announced the master plan and when we were looking at the transformation that they are going to take place, we were shortly hit by COVID-19. Okay, COVID-19 hit us shortly after the announcement of all these transformations. When we look back, we realized that certain transformation, even though after they announced in 2019, we do not see that much movement to that transformation. Just to share the master plan, okay, it is a land use plan that will guide Singapore through the next 10-15 years, review every 5 years, as I shared. Okay, it is to translate it to a broad long-term strategy, whereby our longer plan will be in 2030. If you remember the white paper, we are supposed to hit 6.9 million. And recently, there's these newspaper articles regarding this URA planner, Liu Tiger. He was saying that 10 million should be the benchmark that we should be heading towards. Looking at the longer run, with 10 million population, definitely our property prices will not go down. It will definitely go up. This is the master plan 2019. They are looking at livable, inclusive communities, local hubs, or global gateways, sustainable and resilient city of the future, whereby they build out greeneries, okay, convenient and sustainable mobility, okay, there'll be highway on the basement, and to rejuvenate a lot of familiar places. Let me run through the broad overview. For Singapore, as you can see, all those highlighted in blue are the business nodes. Okay, in orange is the industrial estates, and then the greens are the institutes of higher learning. These are the major growth zones in an upcoming few years. Let's talk about transformation number 1, rejuvenate CBD. As we know, when COVID hit us, those working in CBD all transform and become work from home. During these 2 years, to be frank, CBD haven't had much changes. All right, just to recap, okay, downtown Singapore has always been our financial and commercial center of our city. And moving away from downtown offices to mixed use and lively after office hours has been the guide for Master Plan 2019. Now that we are into halfway through COVID already, and then Omicron virus, I think we are looking towards endemic stage whereby everybody can move on with our life with this COVID as part of our lifestyle. I believe this working from home will be shifting back to working back to in CBD as well. This transformation in CBD will be something that we will be looking at, and I believe future prices for residentials in CBD area should go up as well. As consumers, as agents, they do have a close look at this segment here, CBD area, where you can see that this highlighted part, over 9,000 new homes will be built next to Gardens by the Bay. How are they going to build it? Okay, nobody knows. But as we see from the URA master plan, okay, you can see them going to transform it that way. And with this Circle Line 6, okay, which will be ready by 2025, this will complete the whole Circle Line into a full circle. And all developments in the downtown will be within a 10-minute walk of an MRT station. This is some of the illustrations from URA. This is how connected the whole CBD will be. Work, life, okay, work and live. And for developers coming into CBD to rejuvenate, there are incentives for them. They can build up more area, more GFA, but of course the building must be at least 20 years old before they can do this rejuvenation. This is a list of offices over here. This list is actually pulled out by DBS Bank. Okay, I'm sharing over here. They have a revised plot ratio, okay, from 12.6 to 15. There's an increase in plot ratio for all these buildings in Raffles Place. Shenton Way and Tanjong Pagar, there's an increase of plot ratio. You can see from 11.2 to 13, 8.4 to 10.5, okay, 5.6 to 6.3. All right. Almost all of the offices here will have an increase in plot ratio. And you can see this news article in 2019, a lot of developers and consumers themselves also, they are also looking into buying into this idea of working near CBD. All right. And this was, you see, March 2019. We were being hit by COVID towards December 2019. This whole transformation was delayed. And I believe from this year onwards, we should see the transformation taking shape, okay, as we go. This is an article here. Okay, medium to long term. This is the master plan 2019 to make CBD great again. Okay, transformation number 2. Okay, the evolution of Orchard Road. As we all know, same thing here. After the master plan announced, then December, COVID, no choice. This whole tourism is being affected. There is no tourists coming in. That's why Orchard Road, and also because of our local pandemic situation, with circuit breaker and then heightened alert and things like that. Eating out is like 2 packs at that time. Going towards Orchard is practically that time, if you remember, like the whole of 2020. If you drive past Orchard, you remember that it is like a ghost town. Nobody is going there. That was why the transformation for this evolution of Orchard, it wasn't really that well transformed, as in they never really push it out at that moment at all, because tourism was, to be frank, it's barely hit. That was the plan. Namely, in Orchard, there are actually sub-precincts, which is Tanglin, Orchard, Somerset, and Dhoby Ghaut. Okay, these 4 precincts actually form up the Orchard Road. The plan was to make new retail concepts, lifestyle attractions, and events to enhance the unique experience. Okay, when you are walking down Orchard Road, the experience is going to make it more lively. There's things like this in Tanglin, whereby they want to make it arts and cultural offerings. Okay, where there'll be enlivened by public art and outdoor dining. All right, the moment our COVID situation is better, I believe this one will be one of the first few to be implemented, because this is one of the easiest to transform. Then we look at vacant state land, those like above upcoming Thomson East Coast Line, Orchard, interchange MRT. This whole piece of land here will have a lot of transformation. Okay, this is something that we'll be looking at, okay, this year and moving forward. When you look at the master plan 2014 and 2019, when they compare, when they announce the master plan 2019, we do see that few projects around there benefiting from this increase in plot ratios, where you can see Wheelock Place, Ion, Wisma, Neon City, Tanks, Lucky Plaza, where their plot ratio from like 5.6 becomes 6.3 or 6.3. You see them all increasing. Okay, this whole little cluster here, okay, whereby the transformation will be the greatest. Then you can see from the rest, a lot of them from 5.6, the revised plot ratio becomes 6.3. These are some of the things that are worth looking at. And we have this new event space at Somerset, okay, the car park at Grange Road, all right. This one will be, this has been there for some time on and off for events, okay, F&B events and things like that. But due to COVID, actually was stopped, and it was, I think now it's like empty over there. Moving forward, if everything can start to be back to normal, whereby we can have more than 5 for F&B, then I believe this place will be back to dining and entertainment area. And this is the Dobby God station. Okay, those open green areas, it will be nicer, okay, will be nicely decorated. Third transformation, the Greater Southern Waterfront. Okay, this one, as we can see the transformation, we do see some new launches around there as well, taking shape, okay, also helping to shape this Greater Southern Waterfront. Just to recap, this whole portion at the bottom, the southern tip of Singapore, okay, we do see like the gardens by the bay, all right, then the Mount Faber, Sentosa area, but then towards the bottom, the southwest side, whereby you see the Pasir Panjang terminal, this one will be slowly being moved. You see the Greater Southern Waterfront, which extends from Pasir Panjang to Marina East, it will be transformed into a new major gateway and location for urban living. Development will take place in phases. The former Pasir Panjang Power District, okay, the whole thing will be gone. Keppel Club, the lease just ended, and Mount Faber in the next 5 to 10 years will be evolved. When you look at it, Keppel Club lease expired 31st December 2021, which is just last month. Okay, just last month. With this lease expiry, we will see it slowly clearing up and moving off. This is one thing that will most probably transform in the upcoming 2 to 3 years. It will be very fast, okay, because the moment the land is being vacated, things will move faster. The plan for this Greater Southern Waterfront was to have a continuous waterfront promenade, and they will connect seamlessly to all the places of interest along this Greater Southern Waterfront. There will be a new Pasir Panjang Linear Park, okay, connect to the West Coast Park to Labrador Nature Reserve. This whole thing will be a very cozy nature walk. Then, as you can see from this picture over here, Keppel Club is over here. Beside it is Reflections. This big plot of Keppel Club golf course land will be vacated. All right, then of course it will benefit properties around there. Will be, I mean, the properties there will be benefit, I mean, quite a lot, quite a bit from this. As you all know, all new launches will have a higher price. Then, as we can look on the left, and the other two will be the terminals. Terminals will be later part, say 227 and then 2040. We will see this whole transformation over the next 20 years. Okay, next 20 years. If you have, if you are a consumer or agent today buying in for investment long term, this whole segment here, I think it is still good to buy in now rather than you wait for a later stage whereby they transform fully. Then I think we'll be priced out of the market. Transformation number 4, Paya Lebar Airbase. Airbase will be relocated, okay, out from 2030 onwards. Okay, as we all know now, Paya Lebar Square, that side, the properties over there, they are already calling about 2,000. In the resale property over there is about 2,000 to 2,002 per square foot average for resale over there. So because of all this transformation, the properties over there has already benefited from this even before this whole Paya Lebar Airbase shifted. Okay, we can be very sure that with every master plan's transformations, just follow and on the wave. All right, and I feel that there shouldn't be any hiccups along the way. This one will be the Paya Lebar Airbase. Once the airbase moves, it will lift. That means the height limits for that location over there will be lifted. Those properties, those land parcels around there will be able to have, they can build higher. Okay, they can build higher. That means most probably their plot ratio will increase accordingly as well. That's for LEBAR. Lastly, Transformation 5, PUNGGOL Digital District. Okay, as we all know, HDB, BTOs, resale, over the past few years, we can always see the PUNGGOL HDB prices keep going higher and higher, mainly because they are, I would say, this group of people staying there are the younger generation, okay, whereby they are, after 5 years, they will exit from their BTOs and then they will proceed to buy other properties. There'll be a lot of transformation, as in a lot of transactions in PUNGGOL itself. But not forgetting that PUNGGOL itself is going through a transformation as well. Okay, even though they are a new town, they are not exactly new. They are already, if you ask me, I would say PUNGGOL town from day one until now is, I would say it's about 20 years already, or about 20 years already. So now we are talking about this transformation in terms of the PUNGGOL Digital District, whereby if you have drive towards like during this COVID period, when you have nothing to do, you want to go out or off the island, you can go over to Coney Island. Okay, if you have drove to Coney Island or ride a bicycle to Coney Island through the park connectors, you realize that, wow, the whole of this North Shore PUNGGOL has already transformed to a certain stage whereby you really have like very nice, there's this Canberra Plaza there already started their business, I think last month. So things have already changed a lot over there. Okay, and they are more or less in line with this smart and integrated district transformation. And there'll be upcoming, I mean, the SIT campus is also over there. This one will bring in the SIT, okay, which is the Singapore Institute of Technology campus, JTC Business Park. These two will form the PUNGGOL North to create the Singapore's first truly smart district. Work, study, and stay together. This one will be also like you see there's this envisioned by URA. It's a community playground and green hub for all residents in PUNGGOL, car-like precinct, economic and learning hub, a pilot enterprise district. So basically, this whole area will be like Silicon Valley of Singapore, sort of. Okay, after our Buona Vista, this one will be the second one that the government is gearing it towards. So you can see some of the illustrations over here, or some of the illustrations. They put the greeneries and the institutions and the enterprise together. This is what they're going towards: open digital platform, integrate the management of various buildings within a single estate system. The whole PUNGGOL Digital District will have work, study, and stay together. And all the high-tech stuff, energy stuff, okay, smart energy grid, or the pneumatic waste collection. These are all the upcoming PUNGGOL transformation. In conclusion, okay, as I shared earlier, why these 5 major transformations are important, okay? Be it many rounds of cooling measures, we are not afraid, okay? As long as we are in the transformation zone, or when we are in the right transformation zone, in the next 5, 10, 15 years, properties within and around the zones will definitely benefit from the transformations, okay? So ignore all the negatives, ignore all the cooling measures, okay? When you buy in something, just look into the transformations. I think that will be helpful in your next property move, okay? I think I come to my end of my presentation. For those who are new to PropertyNet, do check out our blogs or YouTube channel, because I have loaded episode 1 to episode 7 on YouTube as well. And do check out our Facebook page, okay, whereby we load articles and all those news and what you call it, latest news are all updated there, and even our own reviews. Okay, when there's a government policy or there's some cooling measures that come out, we will be one of the first few to react with our opinions. Do get in touch with us. To see you for the next episode. Thank you.